Hello, hello, my YouTube friends. How's everyone doing? It's Tina here, the Clairvoyant Rabbit. Thanks for joining me on part 2 of my Oracle card collection. Part 1 was uploaded 2 days ago. It is an hour and 18 minutes long, so I suggested that you grab a beverage and a snack, which is probably a good idea when it's something that long. I went through part of my bookcase. I have 2 bookcases full of tarot and oracle cards. So I went through part of one of my bookcases anyway, and I had to kind of dig through there because I don't have them organized in oracle and tarot. So I went, and it was fun actually because I hadn't looked at them in a long time. Went back to 2014 when I first started collecting. Well, I wasn't collecting back then. I was just buying occasionally, but back to 2014. So that was kind of fun to go back and look at some decks that I hadn't touched in a long time. Well, actually, to be honest with you, I looked at them, but I hadn't reviewed those ones. The ones that I'm reviewing today are probably the ones from 2014. So let's get started, shall we? I'll stop talking and get started. So this collection, or this section, is not going to be quite as long, I think. I think it's not quite as long, but it is lengthy. Okay, so you may want to grab a drink and a snack again, maybe, but it shouldn't be quite as long as it won't be an hour and 18 minutes long, but depends how long I take talking, right? So let's get started. Okay, let me grab my glasses here. These are oracle cards again, no tarot cards. All right, so the first one I have a lot of Doreen Virtue's originals, okay? So this is Doreen Virtue and Robert Reeves from 2014. This is when I bought it in 2014. It's not when it was put out or anything like that, but this is when I first saw it anyway. So 2014 is when I picked this up. The Flower Therapy Oracle cards. I think I won't go through it in detail. I don't know. Like, I'm just going to show you what the book looks like. So that's the book. Well, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll just do what I did yesterday, I guess. So you have like a page and a bit for each card. It's black and white. That's the back of the card. Good cardstock. All these Doreen Virtue cards are going to be the same. They're pretty thick. They're glossy, but not too glossy. They are gilded, gold gilded. Now, are they upside down? They have a thought at the top, and then they have a phrase at the bottom, which is quite nice. So this one says, uplift your thoughts, which is the orange lily. And then it says, you know what? I don't have my light on. Let's see what this does. Ooh, look at that. Focus your attention on the many blessings that surround you. By doing so, you'll let go of depression, poor self-esteem, and excess weight. So that's just an example. I'm not going to read the other ones, a whole bunch of them, but just to give you an example. I hope I don't ruin this with the ring light. But the cards are really pretty with all the different flowers. They actually, the phrases are quite nice, you know, they're really quite nice. If you can get your hands on this deck, I mean, I use this deck a lot as when I do a tarot reading. I would pull this deck at the end as a capping off at the tarot reading. So just to give you an example. So there you go. So that's the Flower Therapy Oracle. This is the Greek Mythology reading cards. Greek mythology. I think I noticed yesterday, I only watched part of my video, and I noticed that it was I'm not too happy with the video. I was too close, so you couldn't really see a lot of what I was doing down here. That's why I've pushed myself away a little bit so you can see more of what I'm doing. And I was in the ring light a lot, so I do apologize with that video. It's I'm new at this. doing these kinds of lengthy videos, and with the ring light I'm new at that too, so I do apologize. So I'll try to make this video a little bit better quality. So we got a chunky little book here too, another book, black and white, same thing. We got about the 2 pages here worth of information for each card. Good consistency, good cardstock. That's the back of the card. That's Zeus, by the way. We have Zeus. So we have one name at the top of the god and then one word at the bottom. Supremacy for that one. Eos, Apollo. So that gives you an idea what the cards look like. There we go. What else do we have? We have Denise Lynn. Denise Lynn, the Gateway. This one here is pretty, I've seen it around. I've seen other tarot workers use this deck. So you may have seen this one before. Got a chunky little book. There we have this much. So yeah, about a page worth of information for each card. Pretty sturdy cardstock. That's the back of the card. This one's got a phrase at the top, embarking on an adventure, and then we've got like a quote at the bottom, I savor the wonders of the world. Cultivating prosperity, the abundance of the universe is pouring into my life. So there you go, just an example. Simplifying your life, I cherish the simple pleasures of life. Okay. Hope I'm showing you enough of the cards that you get an idea. I think that shows you enough. Numerology guidance cards. Michelle Buchanan. Numerology. That's something I never really got into, but it's something I'm interested in. I might have to take it up. Our purple book, one of my favorite colors, purple, color of spirituality. We've got about this much and a page, about a page and a bit. It's pretty much standard, I think, for a lot of cards, a lot of decks rather. We've got, there's our cool backs, like a mandala, mandala sort of effect, sort of like that. I guess it's a mandala. And then these ones here don't have very, like, pictures, but they have symbols. Just one word on each one. Individuality. Whoops, we're upside down. Synchronicity. Love partnership. And you can read the rest. Financial discipline. Whoops. So anyway, you get the idea with these cards. I don't need to show you too many of those because they are all the same in the sense of what they look like. But they are good cards. I really used these a lot. I resonated with these. Oh, and then they have the numbers on them. Of course, the numerology. So they have the numbers on top of each one. I really, really resonated with these ones when I started using them. I haven't used them in years, but I should get back into them. They really work for me a lot. I worked I would, with a lot of my oracle decks, I would work a tarot spread, and then I would work an oracle spread with them. And those ones really worked a lot. Like, they worked really well with my clients. Now I've got 2 decks here by John Holland, the Psychic Tarot Heart and the Psychic Tarot. You can see that I've had these for a long time. Like, look at these. Have been, I mean, I take really good care of my decks, but this one here was in my purse and in my bag, and I have a special bag for my tarot cards, and in my purse everywhere I went, and I used it at festivals. I mean, you can see it's all raggedy. Look at this. This is the most raggedy deck I own. It's crazy because I used it so much, the Psychic Tarot. It's a really great deck. I love this deck. It goes in categories, so it's got different sections. So this is physical, which is the red borders. So they've got different colored borders on them. And then they've got like a page, about a page of each one. So they've got, I think, 5 different sections. Emotions is the green border. So you look them up by their sections. Now these are all going to be upside down and wonky. This is the back of them. Not well, a little glossy, just a little glossy, but they don't really look that glossy. So we have just one phrase at the bottom: conflict and despair, positive movement forward, rejoice and celebration. Like, this deck here really said it all for me. I mean, and I've seen other people use this deck a lot too. So it really, really works. Really resonated with me. Whoops, probably making you dizzy here. Harmony, I love that card. Okay, so there you go. And you can look them up in the table of contents because they are by category. It's harder to look them up by, you have to like look up the category, but their table of contents is inside to help you. And then the heart one is very similar. I'm not going to show you well, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to show you. The book is very much the same. The back. Cards are very much made the same. So they look the same. Okay. One is just based more for the heart. This one here, the Heart Tarot. It's more for, I use them both. They can be interchanged. This one here is just supposed to be for basic regular readings, and this one is supposed to be more for relationships, but I use this one for regular readings too. It doesn't matter, they're interchangeable. This one works great for regular readings. So okay, this one here you might have seen. This one's pretty popular, the Everyday Witch Oracle by Deborah Blake. I just picked this one up. I was really late on the game picking this one up. There's our book. Are they color? No, not color. No pictures in this one. Beautiful though, with no borders. I keep wanting to move forward. No borders on this one. Gorgeous, gorgeous pictures on this one. Look at that. Just look at that. Oh, and that's the backs of them. Really cute. But yeah, just gorgeous. Look at that. As an artist, I like that one. Yeah, I love this deck. Well, I say that about every deck. I have a friend of mine that comes over for regular readings, and every time I say that, I love this deck. She goes, you say that about every deck. And I'm like, yeah, okay, you're right. I do. Okay, so now ready for some Doreen Virtue. Okay, you can fast forward this part if you don't want to see Doreen Virtue, but we've got Archangel Michael. There's our book. There's the backs of the cards. They're beautiful. This one here has full phrases at the bottom. And it has a phrase at the top, let go of fear now. And then for an example, I'll read this one. It says, my prayer. Archangel Michael, please help me feel safe and deserving of your guidance. Thank you for clearing me of heavy, toxic, or ego-based thoughts or feelings. They're not overly religious. They are spiritual, though. Because this one was from 2014. So it's before she turned very religious, I guess you could say. Energy healing work. Not that that matters or anything. I'm just explaining the situation. Oh, we're upside down again. Okay, so you have the idea. But they're gorgeous. This deck here was my go-to deck. This one and the Psychic Tarot went with me everywhere I went. Everywhere, everywhere. They were my favorite decks. Angel Therapy by Doreen Virtue. This book, look at this book. It's like brand spanking new condition. Like brand new condition. Look at this. I used it. I'm just very careful with how I take care of my books. So, brand new condition. And I use this deck a lot too. That's the backs of them. Listen to, this one's pretty, really pretty. Listen to your intuitive feelings at the top. And then we have your body is receiving accurate messages from the divine. This one has a lot of messages. This one's interesting too because this is angel therapy, okay? So we have vegetarian, vegan is one of the messages. Fresh organic fruits and vegetables give you a boost of high life force energy, which elevates your spiritual frequency. So that's an interesting message you don't see often. You are a powerful light worker. Power animal. Cancel, clear, delete. Cut your cords. And it tells you how. You know, I ask Archangel Michael to clear any old attachments or to fear that stem from past relationships. Oh, it was another one, Archangel Michael card that actually tells you the prayer. That was the one I was thinking of. Okay, but you have the idea. But I love that deck. Past Life by Doreen Virtue and Brian Weiss. This one's a very popular one. I've done some great readings with this Past Life deck, actually. Another brand spanking new looking book. Look how shiny it is and glossy. So they're all the same inside, so. Oh yeah, look at the inside of the box. That's kind of cool. I thought it was a card, but it's the inside of the box. That's the back of the card. So each one just has one word on it or two words. Trees, leaving or travel. So you can use your intuition with these cards, or you can look them up in the book. You look them up in the book and you use your intuition. You can use both. Father, spirituality and religion, medicine man or woman, lessons and blessings, Asia, Atlantis, Egypt, transportation. So you get the idea, right? Wars and battles. It's got all kinds of different things in there that you would be related to for your past life. And they come up with things that you don't really think of all the time too. Like there's the regular things like they have I can't think of all the ones that they have. There's too much to go through, so it doesn't matter because this isn't about that deck. But anyway, you get the idea. Saints and Angels, Oracle cards, Doreen Virtue. This is a different one. This one here, she focused more on her religious side. She wanted to do that more in this deck. Miracle. This is the back of the deck. These cards are thinner. This cardstock is thinner. Oops, we're upside down. Speak Your Truth, Saint Bernadette. So these are the different saints. Oops. Travel, Saint Christopher. Safe travel, Saint Christopher. Pray, Guardian Angel. Of course, I'm dropping them. Love, God. Wise Decision, Guardian Angel. It does have the different different saints and angels. Marriage, Saint Catherine of Alexandria. See, it's different examples. So there you go. You got an example. You got an idea. Archangel Raphael, healing cards. I promise you that I have more than just these, so you can fast forward past these in a minute. Archangel Raphael. That's the back of the card. Consult a nutritionist. And then he's got phrases at the bottom here. Dear Archangel Raphael, I turn my eating over to you and ask you to guide me to foods and beverages that taste good, are fulfilling, and support my ideal health and weight. That's an example. Ask your body for a message. Meditation. Jesus, the divine healer. Dear Jesus, thank you for your divine healing power and presence. Thank you for your divine healing power and presence. Hydration. So this is different. This is more about healing the body, right? Divine intervention, detoxification, stay positive. So it's very different. I bought all these in 2014. Life Purpose Oracle cards. People like these. My clients really like these. Life Purpose Oracle cards. Everybody's looking for their life purpose, right? Trying to find their life purpose. That's the back of the card. This one has a key phrase at the top, let go. And then a phrase at the bottom. Walk away from this situation in order to resolve it. Books. You connect to your life purpose through your involvement with books. Counseling. You heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic ear. Travel. Your life purpose involves traveling. And of course, you use your intuition more with this as you go and you do it and you get to know your client, right? Artist, engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every other area of your life. So this is what the cards look like. Messages from your angels, Doreen Virtue again. This is the back of the cards. This one has the angel on top, Athena, and then a phrase from the angel. It is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. Vanessa. Whoops, upside down. Upside down. Adriana, I am leading you towards the answer to your prayers. Please listen to and follow the steps I am communicating through your intuition, thoughts, and dreams. See? So you get an idea of what they look like. I'm trying to keep them short because we have a lot to get through. Magical messages from the fairies, Doreen Virtue. Switch it up from angels to fairies. This is the back of the card. This one's kind of thick. Whom do you need to forgive? As you release old anger or resentment, you will find that your wishes will come true. And if some of these messages that I'm reading resonate with you, that could mean something to you too. The ones that I'm just picking to read, keep that in mind. Your wish is granted. What you've asked for is coming true. So these are fairy pictures. Summer. Everything you're asking for becomes yours by the summertime. Oops. We got to keep switching them upside down. Do some research. You need more information about the situation. Look into it further before proceeding. Okay. We're almost through Doreen Virtue. Indigo Angel. Doreen Virtue. It's the back of the card. It's interesting. I like that one. Indigo. Do you know what an indigo is? Somebody born around 1970, between 1970 and something. I forget the dates now. Somebody with spiritual abilities. This is Doreen Virtue and Charles Virtue. I didn't realize that. Yeah, I used to know the definition completely, but I can't remember it right now. I know that they called me an indigo before at one point in time. That's somebody who was an expert in it called me out in the crowd and said, I knew there was an indigo here. I'm like, okay. So anyway, there's one, freedom. So this just has one keyword on the bottom. Health. Allow love. And they tend to have rough childhoods, rough teenage years. Look through the situation. Explore. Friendship. You are understood. I'm trying to read it upside down and backwards. Okay, there you go. So yeah, the Indigo Angel it's a cool deck. It's very specific, very specific. This is the Dream Angel Dreams. I never really resonated with this deck. I never used it really much at all. This is just for dreaming. So I mean, you're supposed to place it under your pillow, but you can use it in different ways, of course. This is the back of the card, back of the deck. past life, and then it says gifts and review at the bottom. It tells you in the book how to use the deck, but I can't remember exactly. Gardening, manifesting, planting, and reaping. So unicorns. So this is a very different one. You'd have to look it up in the book how to read, how to use it. Innocence, trust, and honesty. Yeah, you put the one card under your pillow as you dream, and I don't know. I can't remember exactly how to use it. Okay, we have just one left, one Doreen Virtue left. This one right here. Last Doreen Virtue. Doreen Virtue, Mermaids. I'm just going to show you this one. Mermaids and Dolphins. That's the back. I love this one. I use this one a lot. Divine magic. Extra magical energy surrounds your situation right now. Expect miracles. Yeah, I use this one a lot. I've seen other people. Moody Tarot, if you know who that is, Jessica. She's on YouTube, very popular. She uses it, or she used to use this deck a lot anyway. I remember watching her use it, and I go, oh, I have that deck. I should pick that one out again. I haven't used that one in ages. And yeah, she used it a lot. So it's got the key phrase up top, and then the bottom at the phrase at the bottom. So it's a great deck. Friendship. Make a date for a play day with one or more friends. Healing heart. So it's a really good. It's a fun way to close off your tarot readings. Okay, now we're into something different. Getting into the Vortex by Esther and Jerry Hicks, the ones who not created, but brought Law of Attraction to us. This is an oracle deck that is very different. Now, there is no back per se, but we have fronts of them that look like this, where we have my life is about my relationships, and then on the back, you can read about what you're supposed to read about. So you have like the main title page and then the backs. So there's no, like, you're just supposed to read the backs. So that's what they work. So the pictures are very different. Really cool. So that's what you get. So they're getting into, so yeah, you just read, it says, I can replace false premises with law-based premises. I will not try to control the uncontrollable. They're very different cards. And then it's about teaching you about law of attraction. The Enchanted Map. Now this one here has been redone with a different box. I've seen it, different deck rather, different looking deck. This is the one from 2014. I always find feathers in my decks. I always used to do that. Okay, so there's our book, black and white. There's the backs of the cards. Really kind of solid, which is good. Sad embrace. So they have just a key phrase on them. Magic prayer. Ghostlands. Moonlight. Sorry, I can't read them. Well, we'll just turn it around. You get the idea anyway. So this one here also went with me everywhere I went. Like, I went through phases, right? I go through phases where I'll carry a deck with me everywhere. This one here went everywhere with me. I had to stay in the hospital for a month after an incident, and I brought this tarot deck with me. I ended up doing readings for everybody as I was recuperating, And this is the deck that went with me, is my point, actually. So everybody loved it. Everybody loved it. So I was able to recuperate, and it was funny because they would take my blood pressure. My blood pressure would be high, and then I would do a reading, and my blood pressure would immediately go down right after I did a reading. It was amazing. It was like self-healing. It was pretty cool, actually. Yeah, I was self-healing myself by doing a reading immediately. As soon as I did a reading in bed, they would take my blood pressure, and then my blood pressure went down. It's pretty cool. Okay, messages from your animal spirit guide, Stephen Farmer. This, there, now you can hear it. This is a cool box. It's got like a, well, you can hear it. I don't know what you call that, but textured box, textured deck. Hope that wasn't too loud. I never thought of that. Sorry if you have headphones on. I apologize. That's my, well, same kind of book as the other ones. So a page and a bit, 2 pages. There's the back of the cards. The cards as well are textured. So this is animal spirit guides. So of course each one is an animal. Seagull. Now is the time for deep emotional healing. Weasel. I'm not going to read all that for the weasel. Meerkat. Or meerkat, that's it. Platypus. Cat. Emu. Upside down emu. Gorilla. Okay, you got the idea. This was a good deck. I like this deck. Of course, I'm getting tired of saying the same thing. I got to think of something different to say about them. Oh, this one here. This one. Look at this box. This box here is a little bit dinged up too, because it was also coming with me everywhere I went. Like, look at it. And like I say, I take really good care of my stuff. But this one here, this is from 2014, 2013 even. And it went with me everywhere. Hey, there's my business cards. My old business cards. Okay. Yeah, very old ones. So old phone number too. Okay. There's my the backs of the cards rather. Service. I feel good when I can help others. Oh, always upside down. So there's not too much for pictures, but humor. Guilt. Actually, I like that one for guilt. Draws you right in. Health. I think that's health. Yeah, health. Judgment. Yeah, actually, I do like these. I really like that one for surrender. Perseverance. Okay, you get the idea. Okay, we have just 3 left. 3 left, everyone. Okay. If you're still with me, this one I just bought, so this is brand new. Oh, it's not even, it's a tarot card. It's tarot, angel tarot cards, so never mind. We're going to put it back. Just show it to you what it is. But it's tarot. So 2 left. The Spirit Messages. Oracle, Daily Oracle. This one right here. John Holland. That's the back of the card. And I just bought this one actually not that long ago too. This one has a keyword and then a whole long phrase here. It says hope. Your loved ones in the spirit world know when to reach out if they see that you're at a low point. Whether you're caught up in a difficult situation or struggling with someone specific in your life, there is always hope. That's for someone specific. Look at that with the candle right there. That's pretty, like, really jumps out at you. Animal Kingdom. Yeah, so these pictures are pretty nice. I like these. Okay. Yeah, I really like these spirit messages. I use these to cap off a tarot reading as well. Just to cap it off. And one last thing. These are not really an oracle card, but they kind of are. The Affirmators. If you've ever seen these, there's, I think, a few different kinds. I know at least 3. 50 affirmation cards to help you help yourself without the self-helpiness. Okay. But they belong not with tarot, so I put them in this category. So that's the backs of the cards. They're very cute. So they have like phrases on them like this. This one says joy. To enjoy something, I simply need to add joy to it. Joy is like butter. I can put it on anything and it'll make it better, way better. Today I will add joy to everything. Really slather it on. Today I am the Orville Redenbacher of joy, and life's popcorn is about to get it. Okay. So that's what and they're pictures of little animals. I'm not going to read that one because of what it says. There's some that are a little bit, well, you gotta know your audience to read it. Okay, anyway, they're really cute though. Okay, so that's the end of that. That would be the end of my my oracle cards. Can't believe we made it through. We made it through. Well, I don't know if you're still with me, but if you made it through, thank you so much. If you made it through, please do click that like button. I appreciate it. It really helps the algorithms, and it helps grow my channel. Like, it really helps grow my channel because the channel is not growing otherwise. So please do click that like button and hit the subscribe button if you do so desire. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great day, everyone. Namaste. Take care. Bye-bye.